these guys, man. It pisses me off.
I have bruises all over me because of her.
Aria. Mommy actually did that to you?
Yeah.
Did she get bruised up when she threw her to the floor?
Yeah, I think. Oh, she's got other bruises on her body. One day, I think in the store when we were at the mall, I think she grabbed you by your side. Remember? I think she grabbed you. Remember when we were at the Bangor Mall and you started crying? I was like, "You ever fucking touch her again?" And I said, "I'll fucking choke you out, you fucking cunt." Because she was fighting. This is when you were smaller. We were at the Bangor Mall, and I don't know what it was. I turned around, and her mother had grabbed her by her side and squeezed wicked hard, and she started bawling.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw it. And I said, "What the fuck did you do? What the fuck's wrong with you?" And I was so pissed. I said, "You fucking do that again,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, I just wanted to fucking wring her neck out,
What the hell? When was this other thing that happened when with the bus, you passing the bus and the police came?
That was probably like about 4 months ago.
So 4 months ago.
Yeah, about
what?
4 months ago.
Aria was trying to listen in to what the police were.
Their mother was just having a panic attack because the cops were here. That she, when she gets into a panic like that and the kids are bothering her, she turns into a psychotic fucking monster, man, And she just goes, she grabbed her right by the neck, real forcefully. You know how when you're really super pissed, you grab somebody's neck, right in the next room, and boom, fucking just threw her, Yeah, she almost hit her head on the corner of my entertainment thing,
What the heck?
Yeah, Steph, I'm done with this. She thinks she's all that. You know what? I'm gonna laugh my ass off when I go out and I can have my kids. Go fuck your little Mexican buddies. You watch, Nova. You think you're all that, and you're gonna find out that you're nothing but delusional. Delusional. She thinks she's so all that. She's sitting here bragging. The people in work, they find her intimidating because she's such an asshole to deal with, because when someone is not doing as much as her, she has something to say about it, And you know what? One woman just was, she had one woman that's fat in here. She can't really, like Lisa, can't fucking move around like Nova. Nova fucks with her all the time. She made her cry on more than one occasion, and now the girl's quitting. She gave her 2 weeks notice, and Nova's so happy. And I'm thinking to myself, you wait till you face God. It's like you're going to be punished so severely for your fucking your heinous acts of fucking. It's just she's so fucking messed up. She thinks it's great that the legal, and I'm thinking to myself, you're a horrible person to fucking take some fat woman. I said, that fat woman can't do what you could do. Maybe it's her fault because she's fat, but you know what? She probably don't want to be fat anymore, but she can't help herself and can't get out of it. But no, we don't care, And she fuck with her and fuck with her and fuck with her. And now the woman gave her 2 weeks notice, and Nova's happy to the pig and shit that she fucking was able to fucking, make this woman have almost a nervous breakdown that the woman's quitting. And I'm thinking to myself, what a horrible person you are. You're so pretty on the outside, but if you didn't have your body and all we could see is your soul, it would be nothing but blackness,
So tell me about this other. How does she know that Ricky spent $2,000 cash?
Oh, because she runs a register, and they gave her authority to she has certain authority over that most people don't have there. She usually, when she signs in, she can see people in purchases, and everything's in alphabetical order. Mm-hmm. So when she signs in, she can see who's new in there that has an account there. Ricky has an account there. Ricky, check this out. There's a guy that works with Nova in Ware Butler, and he just he's like, hey. Because she knows that he knows that Nova's last name is Abelin, and he said, and this guy has land up in I think it's Moscow or something up that way, and he said that, hey, do you have a brother or a brother-in-law named Eric Abelin? And she's like, yeah. He goes, he just came up to me, and he because he has some land for sale up there, and he said that, well, he came up there and he's looking to buy some land off of me. Mm-hmm. And so that was one thing. But then the other thing was that he just made I don't know. I don't think. I think it was more than $2,000, Steph. I think it was a lot more than that. Did I say 2,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it was 2,000. He made a $2,000 purchase for house material, possibly building a house or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
He's supposed to be
he
building
had mentioned.
cottages.
Yeah, he mentioned building cottages some time back when he gets his settlement. So maybe he got his settlement. That's all. I don't know. I don't talk to him. But Nova.
Yeah.
So what? Nova went and looked it up.
No, she just when she opens it, she can she had for whatever reason she was looking in there. His name was right at the top of the list. She saw his name. It was in there. He made a purchase for like a shitload of money for a bunch of material to looks like to build a house or something.
Yeah, everyone
You know?
where did he get that much money from?
So I don't know, Steph. How am I going to start this year? Would I just sit down and start brainstorming, putting information together, just random stuff? Because I'm not really good at
Things that count. The both arrests that she's had for domestic violence, because that stuff really gets held against you. One being on an elderly person. Okay. That's pretty incriminating. But then she spent time in jail for what she did to you. That's pretty incriminating too. Then, the fact that she has been diagnosed as bipolar, and you need to try to figure out who the heck it was that she saw, because the courts can delve into that kind of, those records to see who she saw.
She's saying, you know what she told me when I said that? She says that when we were fighting one time long ago, she says she don't have bipolar. She said her mother was saying that so that she could leech some money or something, some help, some kind of assistance from the state. She said she didn't really have, but Steph, she's got to have bipolar. She's fucking crazy.
Steve, she wasn't even with her mother when this was all said.
Well, see, Steph,
do you remember?
I smoked too much fucking weed.
Yeah. Do you remember when Nova, after she did what she did to Mom, she was ordered counseling, wasn't she, Mom?
I don't
Was
know.
it in that?
Remember what the court told her to do.
Well, there was some kind of counseling. She had gone into counseling because I remember Mom telling me. And I remember Mom saying that she was diagnosed with bipolarism, correct, Mom? And they gave her lithium. And Stevie made fun of her.
Gave her prescription.
Yeah.
To take lithium, and you said you're going to be drooling down to your belly button, and she says, I'm not taking it.
Yep. So she refused to take care of a mental health condition that affects her
and her family. Steve, not only that, it's a dangerous condition. If we can single out who the heck she saw, this can all be brought up. It can all be brought up and used against her. But I'm telling you, the most damning thing is going to be her children saying that she hurts them. That is the most damning thing that is going to be, is her doing that, coupled with the domestic violence against an elderly person and the domestic violence against you. Yeah. Okay, those things, and the fact that you have always been the primary caregiver of those three girls. They typically do not take the children away from the primary caregiver, and that has been you. That is how it works. Yeah. So you really have a stronger case than you realize, but you need to stop getting all nervous, because when you get nervous, Stevie, listen. I don't want to get myself into a situation where I lose. But you get nervous. You have to stop talking so fast and think more than you talk. Okay? Think. Because when you start getting nervous, you start stuttering and you start saying things that are
in the hospital.
Well, that too.
With heart,
go ahead.
Conditions.
Right. It'll affect your health. But I mean, as far as him getting his kids, if you start getting nervous, you're going to start saying things that are irrelevant or even damning to you. Or,
that's why I need to write this all down.
Exactly. And you need to not veer off. If they veer off in another direction with a question, you have to think clearly. Because when you decide to do this, you have got to go. You have got to go and do something about filing for exigent circumstances. So you would get emergency custody. You would get emergency custody, and a judge is going to err on the side of caution as long as you have
Okay,
somewhere to be with your kids.
Yeah. So once I do that, whatever you just called it,
Mm-hmm.
the war is on, right?
Yes.
So then she's going to be notified.
Yes.
Okay, so that I have to be ready before I do this.
Well, you'll have 2 weeks they'll give you a court date. And, the way things are nowadays, if 2 weeks, you'll be lucky if you get in there in 2 weeks. It'll probably be more like a month or more
Yeah, but I'm
before.
going to need more than, Steph, I'm going to actually need more than 2 weeks to get my information together because, I got a lot going on at home here,
Well, Steve, it's not a whole lot. It's really not a whole lot. Your kids, like I said, Steve, the most damning thing is she needs to start talking to her guidance counselor. And then they'll call, no, listen, they'll call DCF, who will go into the school and interview her and Bria. And once they talk to them about mommy being mean and doing bad things and hurting them, it's all over for her. It's all over for her, Stevie. You can't, it's one thing if you're questionable, you ground them excessively or something, but to be physically abusing them.
Yeah.
That, and she has a history of abuse.
Well, Steph, here's my problem now. I got a doctor's note to take the day off because of my problems, but Nova's so pissed at me that should I just go back to work?
No. No, you should not.
Because she's pissed about money, and it's like almost like I'm feeling like manipulative.
No, Steve, you got to stop. You know what? You got to start thinking for yourself, not let that bitch get under your skin, okay? You have got to stand on your 2 feet. He doesn't want him to go and aggravate his knee.
Yeah.
Okay. And two, say, you know what, Nova? I need something to help me breathe. I'm not going to go there and start doing something and not having something to help me breathe. You know what? You didn't give a shit about that. I don't give a shit about money. I guess we have different priorities. Mine is living and yours is money. Whatever. You know what? And then tell her, stay out of my face. And if she wants to start assaulting you, Steve, if she wants to start talking smack with you, ignore her. And then if she wants to carry it on, pick up your phone and turn it on record. Okay? Yeah. Record it.
Yeah. All right.
Don't let her push you around. Do not let her push you around. All right? You've got a way out of all of this, Steve, and if you just
Steph, I mean, you know what? If God revealed to me tonight, Steve, you're gonna be able to leave with your kids, I'm leaving her. If I'm not leaving, Steph, if I even have to leave one behind, there's no way. I'd rather stay in this house.
And this is why I'm saying when you do it, we need to be prepared. And Aria needs to be the one who breaks the ice and goes and talks to a guidance counselor about mommy.
Listen, Aria, listen to Auntie Stephanie, because you know what? You're going to be my ace in my hand. You know what that means? You're going to be my winning card to get you all to come with me. And then you're going to be able to see your nanny and your aunties. She's isolating me from my family, and she's trying to get me to be around her fucking corrupt, evil family. She wants to move to Pennsylvania. she's dead set on moving to Pennsylvania, Steph. And I'm like, then I'll be really isolated from my family, and I'll be fucked. Well, because they say a narcissistic person is going to try to isolate you from your family. So
why Pennsylvania?
Huh?
Why Pennsylvania?
Because her family, then she'll be like close to her family like we are to you guys, only like 5-6 hours away. She don't want to be super close to them, but enough to where if they wanted to go, they'd see her family. But then I'm going to be, fucking 20 hours away from my family?
Not really. Scott.
She says, get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out of my car.
Yeah. You're married, Steve. You know what? You're so stupid that you believe that shit. You're married. Everything she has is 50% yours. And you need to remind her of that. 50% my house, 50% my car. She can't kick you out. Yeah. Steve, she can't kick you out. The only way you can get kicked out of there is if she evicts you. You can't. You're her husband. You have residency there. You told me you have a bill in your name. That even proves it even more that it's your residence. I wouldn't worry about it. She can't. And if she locks you out, you can have her arrested for illegal lockout.
So, in other words, the only way she can really get me out of here, she's going to have to divorce me.
Divorce you out of that house? She has to evict you.
Oh, she can still evict me even if I'm her husband?
Maybe not. I don't know.
That's fucked up, Steph.
Yeah, I don't know how that one would work. I don't think she can. No.
See what power she has over me?
Yeah, no. She doesn't. Steve, I'm pretty sure because you're married. If you were roommates, she could evict you. If
Yeah.
if because you're married, I don't believe she can throw you out of the family home. I think her only solution would be to divorce you. That
Yeah.
would be it. So tell her, go ahead, divorce me, because that gives you a lot of time to figure out what is what. And because she can be proven to be, she's unstable mentally. She has a record. You don't have a record of abuse, do you?
No, I don't think. No, remember the. I think Boo Boo Bear.
Yeah, that was eons ago. That was eons ago. I wouldn't even worry about that shit.
The DHS came over and said, we know what kind of person you are, you know. They said it's on the bottom a violent person or something.
Yeah, but it's never been. It was reported by Boo Boo Bear. Big deal. She has a history of being physically violent with you. I have proof that she punched herself in her own face to try to get you in trouble and hold you so that you wouldn't go in and report her for assault when she assaulted you. Because she assaulted you in the driveway when she was punching the window and all that shit. She was assaulting you. And then she went and started screaming and punching herself. And I have it all. I have that all on recording. Her admitting, but I didn't do anything with it. Yeah, but you went and punched yourself. You're a psychotic fucking bitch, Steve. I have no doubt. I have no doubt that it can be proven that she's quite questionable. Yeah,
All
I
right,
have
well,
no
Steph,
doubt.
I mean, I'm going to keep close in touch with you, but the only reason why I didn't call you back is she manipulated me and everything was fine and dandy. Everything's going to be okay. And now we're on the verge of divorce court again. She wants a divorce, you know?
Yeah, well, don't be fucking yo-yoing me back and forth, because I can't take that shit.
Steph, well, you know what, Steph? I'm trying to save my marriage, but you know what? I'm getting to the point where I don't think I'm going to be able to save it because it's not teamwork. It's what she wants.
Yeah, we
It's
know.
not about what we want together. It's about what she wants. And that, to me, I can't live with a person like that because, she has no regard for anything that I want. I tell her to stop talking to Dan, and she's like, I guarantee she's still talking to him. Disrespecting me. I'm sick of it. I'm not dealing with it anymore. I don't give a shit. I'm at the point where it's like, you know what? You're gonna see how much your sexy little ass means to me when I fucking leave you, and I'm happy with it, taking shit because all I have is my 3 daughters. You know what? Because that's all I need. If I had them, you could take your little stupid ass and you could go peddle it somewhere else.
Yep.
That's how I feel about it.
Yep.
It's not worth it to me. I'm just shut up.
Who's that? Is that Ciara telling him all?
Shut the hell up. All right, hey Steph.
All right.
I got a lot to do here. I gotta call my boss. He's just trying to buzz me here.
Okay.
He's good to me. He says I told him I think they said they saw because they did tell me they sounds like you had a small pulmonary embolism. But come to find out, it's because I had a bad knee. I have a cyst that popped, and I might have COPD. But they told me that I should stay off my foot. My foot because I'm just going to aggravate it. I mean, I'm limping around like I got like a Charlie horse in my calf.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Stephanie, can you like right now, if you could, when I get off the phone with you, so that I'll feel some sense of, relief. Can you send me those links to the YouTube things
Yep.
so that I can at least listen to see what I have and hopefully can I download it or?
Yeah. Yep, you could. What the hell is this? You just no, Mom. Your account was charged $190.99 if you did not authorize this. I don't know what the hell that is. Hold on a minute. I don't know. Hold on. All right, Steve. I'll talk to you.
Okay, hey, send me those links as soon as you can, okay?
All right, I will. Love you.
All right, love you.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
My gazebo and all my outside stuff.
No, Ma. I don't know what that is.